trash bin talk.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You're about to see my smile fade away.
All right.
What
so,
is this?
For
What the fuck is happening?
Okay,
in this
so
Is that
hold up, real
Mr.
quick. Can we talk
Persona?
about this? What is this?
okay, I need to give you guys a little context. Okay,
Oh man.
so first of all, Cinder has the power of the Fall Maiden. I don't know if you guys already knew that. This whole volume is about them like trying to evacuate Mantle because like everything's going to shit. Like Salem's attacking. So their solution to this, they used like one of the big things. Oh, Zach, your screen went out.
He died.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the big thing is that like they're trying to collect like all the relics, and when you access a relic, you like talk to some like demigod, and like depending on what the relic is, like they can do something for you. So like if you have the lantern, like that demigod can answer any question, and this demigod that they talk to specifically can build anything so long as you give them a schematic. So their solution to evacuating Mantle is opening up portals like everywhere around the city, taking them to this pocket dimension where they can all like escape to Vacuo like through like a one-way exit. And so like Cinder like happened to get through one of the exits, and now she's like fucking shit up.
That you should have just built another arc.
Is that Darkrai?
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Darkrai.
All right.
Steve, is this the anime?
Yes, this is the anime.
This is anime.
Let's see this.
Okay.
Dramatic effect from it. That bitch got one eye.
I knew your plan would be bold, but I never could have predicted all of this. At least not without a little help from Jin. I suppose
Sound good?
all of you to thank for
Yeah.
one last lesson. Sometimes, if you want to win, you simply can't do it alone. RWBY!
Oh, God.
Oh.
Fuck that bitch.
Oh, wow.
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 She goes.
What?
She just died.
Oh, yeah.
And
like the demigod's main warning is like, don't fall off. Like that was his warning.
Well, there goes she.
Catches her in the chest and killed her.
Oh,
Aww.
oh, you just missed.
The Spider-Man.
Say goodbye to your girlfriend that was dead for no reason.
Bye.
Bye.
Later, bitch.
Bye-bye.
This is what they call a fake
What was
out.
that?
No.
That was
what's her
so
name?
delayed.
What was her name?
Yang.
Yeah, good.
I love how like I love how like nobody like Blake is the only one that goes for her. Like she's the furthest away, and like she's the only one that with like the weapon that has the least chance of like getting her. Because like if anybody else had tried to save Yang in that moment, they would have saved her.
Yang related? Is it Yang related to RWBY, or am I losing
They're
my mind?
stepsisters.
They're half sisters.
No, they're half sisters, right?
And RWBY didn't do shit.
Like she had like no reaction at all.
no reaction.
She was like,
Yeah,
oh,
Ruby did
fuck.
seem pretty
Oh, wow.
She's like, alright, I
I
guess.
want to talk real quick. I was hoping the animation would be a bit better.
Right now,
Because, goddamn, there's no excuse for it now. You're
This
8
far
volumes in, and you have
What?
more budgets than most people ever do making a show.
What
Yeah,
season
like-
is this now?
No, like
This is volume 8.
no, like my like I really love how like when she's getting attacked, her solution is not to like push Ruby out of the way or like to shoot her or punch her. She's just like
Get in the way
step
of-
right in front of the sword slice. And also like she wasn't like in like being attacked or anything, so her aura was like completely full, which implies that Neo is like able to one-shot aura now.
Oh, out of nowhere, of course.
Just like completely.
She could have just.
Also,
She could've
these
fucking
weird,
uppercutted that hoe.
these
She didn't even have
weird,
to throw herself in front of it.
Look at
these
the
weird
shadow on
cuts.
Ruby's face.
What are these weird cuts? I don't get it.
What is, how
Oh
did
yeah,
she
the
get
fading.
up there?
Like
Oh,
it's because it's all dramatic and
budget
stuff.
went, this fucking place that they're on.
I'm sorry. Are we supposed to feel something for this?
Dude, these cuts make it.
That was such a bad throw.
That doesn't make sense physically at all.
Okay, rewind that. Rewind that.
Oh,
right
okay.
It doesn't make any sense. That's not how
Rewind
coils
that.
work.
Look. Okay, pause it. Look at this fucking weapon and how it's fucking
That's what I'm
rotating.
talking about.
Yeah.
That's not even making sense.
Flipping through the fucking hilts of it.
Like, was
That
she
is
planning on
Hold up, wait. Does it have like a thing on the back side of it?
I don't
that-
know. I think it's just attached to the bottom. And
It does
like,
not look like it. It looks like it's just stepping
Bah.
to itself.
Bye.
Apparently, man. You just really stabbed her foot, and you would have gone down with her.
Don't
Let's be
worry,
real.
boss. I got it. Ah! That was the
No, you
second
guys
worst throw ever of all time.
You'd been a little faster.
Is this what it's like being like suicidal?
Bye. And then she gets Thanos away,
This
never
is
to be
real
seen
depressing.
again. Or at least until the
I
next
know that.
episode. Who knows?
Yeah, that's
No, I'm sure they killed her for real this time.
Yeah, for real.
It's like now I'm
Oh, I'm
safe.
sure.
Yay!
Look at
No,
that
they're
reaction,
gonna
too.
bring her
She just
back.
like watches her fall, and then she's like, no.
No,
I
no
mean-
screaming
I'm
as
the
she's
only-
falling.
Also, Penny's a human now.
I saw that, and I just. Of course, they're gonna bring Yang back if they brought Penny back. That's some dumb
had
bullshit.
better things to worry about
Like,
at that point.
They
We saw
should have
that.
just kept her killed off. Yeah, I'm looking at my phone now. I'm tuned out.
Wow,
like,
this is
she's
still
the only
They should have just hired me.
And why
man.
is she the only one crying? Why
because
isn't
like she
anyone
lost her
crying?
fuck buddy.
Oh, true.
I can't believe Sora
Here,
killed Zelda.
Yes. Yes.
It's
now,
just
now she's gonna go try to fight her.
so it's like
she's-
like how is it that
Yeah.
Neo's like not just completely one-shotting everyone now? Like she just got to do it that one time.
because Ruby has armor.
Bye.
Apparently her
One of
plot
these-
armor is Yang.
One of these days, I am going to go through the fight choreography of the first 3 volumes, and analyze it, and then compare it to the ones after that.
And you
And I want to see if you can tell all the differences that I can, because I can sure tell the difference.
I could
Pretty
tell the
noticeable
difference.
differences.
I could tell
Oh,
the
yeah.
difference.
Very noticeable.
Oh yeah.
Monty really
Hey,
was
I'm
on
familiar
another
with Monty's
level
work.
with
This
this
Cover
shit.
spot and be like, yeah, this
Monty
is
was
great,
my
and then she
idol,
goes,
dude.
"No."
I'm so
That's
thankful.
why this is so depressing.
I'm so thankful for this wonderful gift we've been given.
Man, this
Thanks,
is
Rooster Teeth.
So
this has ruined my night.
thank you, John Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, thank you, John Rooster Teeth.
So, final thoughts around the board.
There's no
I
way
don't-
she's dead.
They
I'm
have
going to
no
bed.
excuse. They have no excuse. It's been 8 volumes. It's been 8. And they
Before Zach goes
still
into
don't
his
know what
full-on
they're doing.
Rampage rant. Good night, everybody.
Get
I'm gonna lose it.
I'm still astonished that Sephiroth killed Waddle Dee.
Yeah.
Woo,
God.
boy.
I guess it's just me not giving a shit about the show, but I just laugh at how stupidly that was
Dude,
executed.
it looked so dumb. There are a billion better ways they could have gone about that.
Like if
I
they
don't know,
had,
like
why
5 more
they
minutes on
thought
that
that was a
quill.
good
but
idea.
that's just-
if they just had fucking ice cream girl over there just snuck up on her and stabbed her, then we would solve the problem with the one shot. But
because it's like if Yang is actually dead for real, I guess I have to give credit for like killing off a main character that takes
Yeah,
some
and
balls.
then I also have to give them credit for making the most underwhelming main character death scene of all time. Literally of all time.
There's like
That
no
was
pomp
so
and
underwhelming.
no
Oh my
pomp and
God.
circumstance. Like not even going down swinging, just
Attack on Titan did it better.
Oh,
That's all
man.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know what built up to this
Goddamn right.
moment, but
Goddamn
Here's the
right.
summation
this
of my
is-
reaction to this.
What was that?
I think he's having a stroke.
I think he might have exploded and his house is gone, and it's the
Yeah,
middle of the
yeah,
night, so
bro.
that's why it's a black screen.
My God.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Rip
I'm
in
like
peace, Andrew.
genuinely impressed that the level of quality is this bad. I didn't think it would be this bad.
It's
How did they
astonishing.
not get
I'm
better?
just impressed.
And
I
I've seen
thought at the very least they would have it would at least look good.
Because there's a lot to take in here. Because like, oh, like they're trying to do the tracking shot with everyone.
I feel like I would be able to pull it apart better if like the stream quality was a little bit better, but like at the same time, it doesn't change. It doesn't change how weirdly edited that death was.
Yeah, it's like because. All right, so we don't see the actual point of impact.
Here's the thing: Yanks thought that something fishy was going on from there.
She had so much.
Yeah, how was she the only one that saw anything?
She had more time to think of a better strategy than that.
She took a hit when she could have punched, but because
she should have tech there. She should have tech rolled.
It would have survived the tech roll.
That's one of my biggest new pet peeves is that like the whole like aura thing. Like that's something completely new that they started adding, and like it completely takes away all tension. Yeah, I was
wondering what that was.
It takes away all tension now. Whenever somebody loses aura, that happens. So it's like, oh well, that's how you know they're not going to be able to fight anymore. But it's like sometimes they do keep fighting. Like
another thing too, how is there that much force behind that slash?
It's so strange that since Monty's death, the best fight scene involving RWBY is Death Battle.
Yeah.
Because Whites versus Mitsuru is actually an enjoyable episode. That fight was actually enjoyable.
The funniest thing is that Rooster Teeth owns Death Battle too.
I feel like it's kind of hard to make Persona look not cool though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that Phantom Thieves Twitter account did it. They did it in like a paragraph.
Look at that
ball.
There's so many complaints about this scene. There's obviously so much more behind her too. Like she threw it way too far up on it.
She could have like
there's so much behind her.
Like look at this throw.
Wow.
She throws right there.
That's not as much, but still.
That looks so unnatural too. It's really unnerving.
The wire doesn't rip around or anything.
Directly when it's like perpendicular in a straight line in front of her.
Here's the thing.
Like she misses all of the roads too.
It would have caught her right in the foot and cut through. I'm willing to bet.
Yeah, I don't know what her.
I do want well, like it might just be that the animation isn't good and it looked like there was no fucking impact with that thing. Like it just looked like with the sword.
Oh yeah, with the
little love tap with it.
Yeah, there's definitely not.
Oh well, yeah.
Part of the reason it looks like that is because they did a black screen and then put a slice effect.
Like something I could have edited. Something I could have edited in Filmora X.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the main. That's one of the problems. We don't see the point of impact.
Look at RWBY. She's already all the way out of the way.
Yeah, it's
like you're not allowed to show penetration on these shows if you want to keep a PG rating.
What? Motherfucker.
Yeah, I think penetration might not refer to what you think it means.
Like they've been making Reverse Blue for years. They
do anything.
Yeah, because like if Weiss had used her glyphs, she would have been fine. If RWBY had used like her speedy semblance, she would have been fine. But it had to be the only person that would have no way of actually getting her.
And also, wait, hold on. Go back to the cross between the three. Why is it that the main center of focus is ice cream?
Like we just you don't see Blake unless you catch her in the corner of your eye, like actually running.
Yeah, you don't see Blake, who's the fuck buddy.
There she goes.
Oh, you do. She's right there.
There she goes. She's running now.
But like you made the center of the focus ice cream and not Blake.
We're just gonna call her ice cream now.
I'm calling her ice cream because that's what she is.
I do love ice cream.
My main thing about this scene is right here, because what was her fucking plan? That would have struck her in the leg, and if it has any sort of cutting potential, it would have just sliced through her foot.
Probably to like get her to like grab onto it, but like Yang is just out like a light, which I don't get. I don't get why she's out like a light like that. That was my point earlier with where I was like, it looks like a weak hit.
It's not like she took any battle damage. She didn't take any battle damage before this. She was like at full health.
She was fighting.
That was a jab, and it shouldn't have killed at 0.
She was fighting Cinder for like a minute. That's it.
It's so strange because
And we got fucking orange hair bitch over here getting mad for no reason.
Would not have done that to her because I remember I think it was volume 3 when Yang and Neo fought. It was like Neo actually had to hit her.
And now
a
she
bunch
goes
of times.
from mourning to wanting to fucking kill somebody like on a dime.
Yeah, it's the stages of grief.
I mean,
sadness
that is
and
kind of what happens.
Sadness and bloodlust.
That makes sense. The problem is that Ruby and Weiss don't have a reaction. And how did
Ruby's
this happen?
like mid-fight already, and then Weiss is just like, wow, I'm in fucking shock now.
Oh yeah, and like now Weiss is able to take on Cinder all by herself.
Despite struggling against
Bam.
Okay.
Now we got Dragon Ball fights.
Annie, dude. They never should have brought her back. I know she was a fan favorite, but they never should have done it.
Didn't they
Wow,
bring her
it's
back
almost
twice?
like this show kowtows to too much fan favoritism and then just doesn't give a shit.
You're
when it
absolutely right.
There's a
You're
reason
entirely right.
why a lot of people like Attack on Titan. Because it's not afraid to like keep characters dead.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing. This is the latest episode to have come out, so at the time we're recording this, I don't know if she comes back in the next episode.
Honestly, I think
I wouldn't be surprised.
They'll do. They'll
I
probably
wouldn't
do
be
something like
surprised if this is all for nothing.
It looks like her soul self is being extracted from her or something.
that. Yeah, why?
Why?
Baffled. I'm sick
Hard-
of looking at this shit.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
care
I'm
about it.
done.
I'm going.
I'd
Yeah,
be surprised
alright.
if she wasn't fine. That's such a mediocre death.
Oh
I'm
man.
going the fuck to sleep. I'm not
God.
losing any more sleep
I'm-
over this goddamn show. That's
I'm-
the
It actually
only
makes
job,
perfect
not
sense
mine.
if she doesn't die, but
Yeah.
if she does.
I'm hoping you
Weird.
got quality content.
Yeah, I hope
From
you
our reactions.
really enjoyed me like slowly losing my melon, dude.
I needed to share this with someone because I felt like I was going
Yeah.
insane, and because I've been seeing like people talking about it on Twitter, and like I've already seen fan art being like, oh my gosh, this moment's so sad. I'm so sad they killed Yang. And
As
it's like,
someone who was
they don't-
actually invested in those characters, I felt nothing. Like
Yeah.
it was just so poorly executed.
like so many
No,
people
it's
are
not.
so many
And
people are
just-
convinced that she's completely dead.
I'm not. Nah, this show does
I'm
not
not.
have balls. If they brought
Nope.
back that orange-haired bitch, they'll bring
She'll be
back.
dead at most
At least
for
they
a
kept Pyrrha
fucking
dead.
episode, and then they're gonna bring her back with some fucking mulligan.
Death in Ruby is like Death in Dragon Ball. However, Death in Dragon Ball is still cooler.
Death in Dragon Ball.
And
There are
there's-
sometimes limits on how many times people can die.
Plus, there's also a sense of
Yeah,
tension
that's
because
the thing about the
villains are
Dragon Ball.
capable of
They're
blowing
gonna
up
bring her
goddamn
back
planets.
Yeah. At least it's cool when people die in Dragon Ball.
Krillin died
Really
3
got blown up.
times.
That was fucking baller. And
Yeah.
he still smashed.
Ow, Cell died? Oh shit, man. That
Oh,
was
shit.
Cell died. Frieza died twice. That was cool.
I feel my soul leaving, dude. It's so broken.
I hope
Don't
you
cry
recorded
about it.
all
You're
of that
playing-
character.
No.
And I hope
This is I mean, yeah, it's all recorded. I haven't
And I
stopped, by the way.
Yeah.
you can use this in the future for some moment of
Or for
just
something.
for
Anything.
something. Of
The gang reacts to some bullshit.
If you ever do like some sort of review on like some RWBY shit, you can just include this as an anecdote on why it's shit.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have put up a poll, and people do like the idea of us doing just like a podcast thing of us just talking.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I'm gonna
So I
leave
guess-
off on this.
I guess this
is
can
gonna
be
my
like
last thing.
this will be our pilot episode, everyone.
Great.
There you
Just us
go.
talking
There you
about
go.
I didn't know it was going to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
now you do.
Luke did it. Luke is a
Would have
busy man.
dressed differently.
And Andrew's screen is still black.
Dude, I'm
Because the
rocking a
fucking
hoodie
lights are
listener
out.
shirt.
I'm trying
Oh.
to go to bed, you assholes.
Yeah, just leave.
Yeah, just leave.
As much as we've been dunking on RWBY, all things considered, if I ever had the opportunity to voice a character in the show, I would absolutely take it.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
it's
you
like being on
fucking-
Cool Cat Saves the Kids. I would absolutely
wanna-
do it.
Oh
Close
yeah,
out your
you-
options.
You take that paycheck. You take that paycheck.
I mean,
Easy
just
money.
Nah, I'm pretty sure all of the voice actors are sweet people.
Oh yeah, no, I have nothing against any of these people personally. I just think
I don't have anything against Lindsay.
they
No.
don't have an excuse for the show's quality at this point.
I think it's okay to acknowledge that people, mean well, but you still have the option to criticize what they do. Because when you put art out into the world, you put it up for judgment, you have to expect to get both positive and negative feedback.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what everybody expects. So, of course, when I'm like, she probably could have said it a little bit better, it's not out of place of malice half the time. Sometimes it is.
The other half, though.
Yeah.
the other half, I am sober and I am a troll.
I mean,
it's true.
And the fact of the matter is, we're looking at this like from a completely outsider point of view. Like, I don't think any of us can really claim to be RWBY mega fans who will basically just accept anything the show does.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us would claim to be mega fans of that caliber anyway.
The only reason
But I used to be a big fan of RWBY.
The only reason I'm still watching the show is because I wanna report shit like this.
Let us know what happens.
Let us know what happens, and the council will judge.
I feel like I haven't been this disappointed in a while.
I remember when I told you guys about the whole thing with Caden's character and how
I remember that.
How weird that was.
I remember finding that absolutely insulting.
Like how weird that dialogue was.
Atlas has its army, but Mantle only has us. People are dying.
People are dying here too. Don't you have family in Atlas?
No. Mantle needed me. And to the Marigolds, that meant I wasn't their son anymore. And I made sure that everyone knew that I wasn't their daughter. So forget him.
That was so bad.
It like, more power to her if like that's how she feels, and like that's how like she feels represented in that moment. Personally, I thought it was super insulting. But that's...
I don't even remember what the character's name is, and I don't feel like looking it up.
Yeah.
The impact of the slash feels like a cancel animation in Smash for like two equal projectiles hit each other. That's
because they turn the screen black and put a slash effect on it instead of actually showing the impact.
This is so sad.
I know. And again, she didn't tech the role.
She did not.
Well,
she doesn't know.
I guess they didn't want to show it because it's such a tiny looking sword, and it's kind of hard to make something like that look impactful without showing just straight up slicing and dicing, and which isn't something you can do.
What you usually would what I would assume you would do with a sword like that is more of stabbing. It's like a cane.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not like a double-edged sword or anything.
Those don't even have edges. The umbrella swords, they don't even have edges.
Yeah. What they usually do to get away with stuff like that is they kind of make the characters a silhouette black and the background like a solid color.
Yeah, like they did that in Volume 3 when Yang lost her arm, and that's why that moment works.
Yeah, that's usually what you do in situations like that. And that's how you avoid the censors, kids.
And I mean, it's what's going back to Smash Brothers. That's how they get away with doing Joker's all-out attack. Everybody's just silhouettes, and they replace the blood with glitter.
Yeah, exactly. You don't show blood, but you use the silhouettes to still show the moment. That's how those
black spewing out of their silhouettes.
That's why a lot of shows and movies and games do that.
But
when you just leave it a black screen and a slish, there's no impact.
It's supposed to be a visual medium. Sad. Like, no, just leave it up to their imagination.
Leave it up to their imagination. I don't even think she hit her. I'm going to be completely honest.
Okay, sure. I'll leave it up to their imagination while we break the canon of our show over the course of a couple of years. Let's do that. That'll be fun.
Also, yeah, I'll leave it up to the imagination. I didn't know she got hit at first.
Well, yeah, because that kind of sword is not usually used for slashing, and we have to assume from that effect that it was a slash attack and not a stabbing. Because otherwise, if it was a stabbing, then how would she have hit her with enough force to send her to the side of, like, sending her off the platform?
And before anyone fucking says anime logic, the anime has more logic than this fucking show.
And stop calling RWBY anime. It's made in Texas.
It's made in Texas. It's not anime.
Derek, you said it was anime when I asked.
As a joke.
It's basically anime.
There's a recording of it.
It's worse than JoJo Part 3.
Luke, it is an anime in Spain.
It's anime.
It's anime.
RWBY Chibi is more of an anime, honestly.
Is it RWBY Chibi?
Dude.
Isn't that also a better show?
Well, it uses the characters better.
Oh my god.
That's sad.
What?
I'm looking at the RWBY spoilers tag.
Yeah.
And someone posted a GIF of Blake throwing her weapon with like the rope attached to it or whatever, and it goes really far, and Yang always catches it. And I know they're going for, well, Yang she can't fight anymore, she can't catch it, she's too tired. But that thing should have gone way farther.
Like, it should have, maybe it could have wrapped around her.
Saved her. But that's not convenient for the story.
Even with the one they showed, there was enough for her. If she held closer to the back, there was still enough to reach her.
Look, after what Zero did with Tucker, I have no faith that this is a permanent thing.
Let's see if you can see this.
I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, you see what I mean then? Like, cause my camera can't.
You could just if you send it to me, I'll just I'll throw it in around here.
Yeah. Here, I'll DM it to you.
Thanks.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it right now, and it's like.
But you see what I mean?
No,
it was literally just convenient for the story for her grappling hook not to work.
I know, you missed the part. Character didn't describe this, but at one point, Yang convinced Blake, hey, maybe make the rope a little bit shorter. You got a bunch of extra shit flying around. And she goes, yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. And so Blake cut the rope because Yang planned to kill herself because she was done with this bullshit.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Deep lore.
Deep lore.
Deep lore. The background stuff you don't see.
Yeah,
she tries hanging herself, but she just looks like Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny because she doesn't have a neck, so she's just kind of hanging there shit.
Yeah, that's all right.
I didn't think this
I think
through.
I'm done talking about it now. I want to get back to playing Persona 4.
All
right. That's the end of the podcast. Good night, everybody.
1 week later.
Fool me once, I'm mad. Fool me twice, how could you? Fool me 3 times, you're officially that guy. Okay, you know the one. You go to the bar, he's like, this suit is officially Giorgio Armani. Ask my dad knows, and fuck you.